Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 27th. I'm Catherine Haleko and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Usually on this podcast we talk about parenting issues, but once a week Terry and I like to get together to discuss TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change. So this week we finished up with season 2 of Girls5Eva with the final 2 episodes, Returnity, which was the 7th one, and the 8th and final episode was called Tour Mode.
Yay.
As we discussed last week, a bookend to the first episode, which was called Album Mode. So at this point, Girls5Eva has finished recording their album, and the next step is promoting it.
Yes.
I laughed aloud several times in these episodes.
Yes. Especially the second one.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what all happened in the first one. That was Returnity, right?
Yes.
And that was, they were finishing it up. Wiki met Scott's coworker, the lunch
Sean,
lord.
the lunch lord. Although, did she meet him in that episode?
She met him in
oh
that
no,
one.
Wikipedia has failed me without having summaries.
Well, we watched both of these together, so let's just discuss them both together because even though I just watched them, half an hour ago, it's hard to remember which.
It's hard to we just flow them into each other. It's hard. It is hard.
Yes.
Okay, so Returnity. Here's the summary from IMDb. With their album about to drop, Wiki takes career advice from a normal, that's the lunch lord.
Yes.
Dawn is alarmed by mysterious symptoms. Oh, yes.
Yes.
At the end of this episode, we get, what were those symptoms? What could it possibly be? She's a woman of childbearing age with mysterious symptoms.
She thought she'd taken 2 pregnancy tests, and then she finds out that she just peed on some thumb drives in the dark.
In the dark.
Relatable content.
Yes, 100%. And Gloria tries to ignore thoughts about other women. That was the summary from Returnity. And then Tour Mode, we know. They compete to be the opening act on Collab's World Tour, and each one of them has a reason to go and not go on this tour, basically. And so the whole episode is about sort of them thinking about how they would make this fit into their lives.
Right. They do an audition for it, and they do so much better than the other person who's up for it.
Cozy boy who performs in a onesie.
Yes. So they're so sure they're going to go that they have to figure out how are they going to manage this. Dawn is pregnant. Wiki's in love. Summer would have to trust Kev with their daughter. And Gloria is just got an apartment with her ex-wife, I guess. Yeah. And is worried that she will stray if she has groupies, which it appears she does. So they're all in a tizzy about it.
Right.
Dawn goes to ask her obstetrician whether it's okay to go on this tour, and she gets a lot of reassurance, and she's like, it says geriatric on my folder.
Right.
And then her doctor explains, in New York, you're the youngest person here on our
you're the youngest patient we have.
And then it leads to this song about, is it New York?
I think it was called New York City Moms. And it's just
City Moms.
All these mothers of advanced age appearing on the street, including one who's clearly pushing 70, playing a saxophone.
That was hilarious.
Yes, that was a good song.
Yes. But not so hilarious as the grand finale of this episode and season, which was Gloria beating the bleep out of a property brother.
Yes. Yeah, I
was laughing so loud, my husband came into the room and said, what? And I said, Paula Pell just beat the bleep out of a property brother. And he looked at me, and backed slowly out of the room.
Right, like I'm no longer here. Yeah, the payoff of the season-long Property Brothers runner was just fantastic. The real Property Brothers were game enough to appear on this show.
I was somewhat spoiled for these episodes because I read an interview with Renee Elise Goldsberry, and I guess once all the episodes of something are out, writers don't feel a need to warn you before they describe things that happen.
Right.
And then I went to followed a link from another article to that, and it was all about this fight scene. And apparently that Property Brother, is it Jonathan?
I don't know. I can't tell them apart. That particular
bearded Property Brother actually does enjoy doing fake fights like that, and that reel they had of him fighting is actually his real life, a thing that he has in real life. I guess they proposed this idea, and he said, oh yeah, and he sent them this thing, and they said, we have to find a way to use this thing.
We're going to use this.
So he enjoyed himself, I would guess, with that choreographed fight, which was hilarious.
Yes.
And you go, Gloria / Paula Pell. That was awesome. And ending with a titanium knee in a sensitive area.
Right.
And then she's over him and she's got a hammer, and the other Property Brother is going, do it.
Do it.
So, delightful self-parody on the part of the Property Brothers.
Yes.
A tip of the hat to you, gentlemen.
Yes. Once again, people...
It was a long 8-week payoff, but boy, did it pay off.
Yeah, it sure paid off. And, just once again, people not being vain about how they're appearing on this comedic television show.
That was
the love interest for Wiki, the lunch lord, is because what's a male lunch lady? It's a lunch lord.
That's right.
And he was just a wonderful character.
Yes,
just puncturing Wiki's ridiculous ego in the gentlest of ways.
Exactly. Yeah, and not taking offense at anything. Just kind of there.
Yeah.
And but the fact that he could not cook anything that was not for an entire lunchroom.
Yeah, he served Wiki like 40 sloppy joes and like 20 gallons of corn
and a tray of eggs, and she said, "You can scale down eggs, just break 4." And then there was a nuggeter.
Yes, put a whole chicken.
Oh, lunch.
And he has it in his home,
He's a man with a specialty. What do you want?
Yes. It's fantastic.
So that was really sweet. Maybe not 100% believable, but really sweet. I will go with it.
Yeah.
Wiki is getting a little more down to earth in her old age. Mm-hmm. She would not be happy to hear that characterization.
Right.
But, so they, in the end, they do not get the Europe tour because, as the Property Brothers explain, under pain of being beaten by a hammer, they don't want the opening act to be any good because they want people to be going to the concession stands and buying things, and that's where they make all their money. Right. And Girls5Eva was super popular with all the moms in the crowd, and the moms are the ones with the wallets, so therefore they don't want them there.
Right.
Which is... So we're kind of the demo for Girls5Eva.
Yeah.
I really kind of like some of the songs from the album. They're very kind of easy listening.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the fake the old song from them, which was "Ready." Are you ready? It was just 3 minutes.
Just many minutes of "Are you ready?"
Yes. Even the ponytailed child turned it off.
Yes.
So anyway, it will be interesting to see where this goes. And I must apologize. I maligned Dawn's song about Fort Worth a number of weeks ago, but apparently huge hit on country in Fort Worth, I guess.
Right.
I don't know if it was on country radio or in country bars, but Little Stinker has changed himself now to a country artist, and says they should come on down to Fort Worth. So they're doing their own tour.
That's right.
To Fort Worth and
points unknown after that. Yes.
Yep.
And they've, Gloria has basically tried to have her cake and eat it too with Caroline, but Caroline was like, no. And then Summer tried to teach Kev how to take care of Stevia. So I have a feeling that Stevia is pretty good at taking care of herself.
I would think so. I think she's got some skills.
Yes.
She'll probably wind up taking care of him.
Yeah.
But if not, he has the fake TikTok bio that Summer has developed to spy on their child.
So that he can check up on her.
Also relatable content.
For sure. So yeah, we leave open I don't know, I haven't heard anything about season 3, but the tour is rich material for that, should they decide to do it.
Yes, I would guess they will. I think it's been popular enough.
Yeah.
I will, now that we have seen these last 2 episodes, send you the links to the articles I read, because they were good. But they were very spoilery.
Okay.
And maybe put the links here, too.
Yeah, we will.
I was curious. There was also a podcast episode with Renee Elise Goldsberry that I was going to listen to, then I thought, maybe I know enough. Maybe I should wait.
Right.
But anyway, a fun season.
Really fun.
And the Gloria Property Brother fight shall go on as assuming it's on YouTube by itself, which if it's not, why isn't it?
Right.
We'll go along with Janet kicking the butt of many, many, many demons in the good place as, my go-to.
When you need to get fired up.
Leap beaten out of them. Videos. It's quite delightful. Yes. Revs you up,
Mm-hmm. Way to go. So that is that on season 2 of Girls5Eva. Yes. So now we're going to keep up with our theme of, hey, the show we liked is back for a second season. This time it is Only Murders in the Building on Hulu. So Steve Martin Short, Selena Gomez, they are all back. If you remember, there was a bit of a cliffhanger at the end of season 1 with Selena Gomez in a compromising position with a dead body. So that I presume is what's
that ending and set up for the second season. So I am approaching this season with a certain reluctance, but I enjoy watching the 3 leads. So I am going to trust them to take me someplace amusing.
Yes,
don't betray me.
She's counting on you guys.
Yes.
So we'll check that out, and if it doesn't float our boat, we don't have to keep up. So we'll find out.
Yes.
Check back in here with us next week. It is
absolutely
dropping on Tuesdays on Hulu, so we are going to be, getting you ready, as we like to say. Mm-hmm. You can watch and you can listen to us right before you watch the next one.
Right.
That's how it goes.
It's a service we provide.
That's right. And that's going to be it for round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. We have something new for you every weekday. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Bye, Terry.
Bye, Catherine.
Goodbye, everyone.